Hey guys, I want to take a few minutes here, and I want to talk about a few things. First off, we stand at a crossroads. A crossroads built on the back of Solstice of Heroes and the upcoming Forsaken release. Now, behind us lies all the failures and successes of the past year. In front of us, though, lies a choice. A choice, I'm afraid, may have a predetermined outcome, regardless of our decision. And that leads into the second thing I want to talk about. I had a line of flavor text come to me a few days ago that I felt was really symbolic of the situation we're in. And it comes not from Destiny 2, but from Destiny itself. Once mighty wings, now dewy, fragile, and new. This comes from a legendary hand cannon called the Imago Loop. Now for those of you who might not understand, let me explain. In Destiny, in Year 1 specifically, there was an exotic hand cannon called Fatebringer. Now Fatebringer was loved by the community as a whole. It was an incredible gun. But it, along with many other Year 1 weapons, didn't receive a Year 2 model. But because Bungie, after listening to community feedback, realized that this gun can't just disappear, so they decided to give us something. Because not all that is lost, or because not all that is gone is lost, they gave us the Imago Loop. Now, it looks identical. Its intrinsic perks are almost the same. But it is not Fatebringer. It is something new. And if we look at it from that perspective, we're seeing the same thing now. Because Bungie has a quality that stands them out from the other game development companies out there. And that is their insane ability to respond to player feedback. I mean, and I can't say they don't all do it, because they do. Be it EA, Treyarch, Activision, BioWare, Bethesda, whatever the company, they all respond to player feedback. They have to. But Bungie takes it a step further. Their game is driven by player feedback. Without us, the game wouldn't be half of what it is. Because we're like, hey, this needs to be in here, or hey, maybe this needs changed. And they react upon that. Yet, in the last year, that hasn't been the case. Player feedback has not been acted upon nearly as heavy as it had in the past. And to me, that speaks of something behind the scenes. Something that holds power over the company and over the game, and it has more power than the player. And that's not right. Nothing in this game should have more power than the player. But with Forsaken, it looks like Bungie has realized this and is taking their game back from whatever that power may have been. And that is what I'm leading up to here. Destiny is coming back into its own. There's changes being made that is making significant progress towards what we wanted. So this is my plea. The whole reason for this video. I'm asking everybody out there to come home. Those of you who have left, or those of you who have yet to join. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I was part of the community outcry. I raged. I complained. I even left for a time. But after I calmed down, I got to thinking. I never want this game to fail. Never wanted it to fail. And that made me come back. That and my love for the game. Because without us, this game is nothing. And whether you joined day 1 launch, or answered the call when Taken King threatened our solar system, or maybe you answered when the Iron Lords asked for help, or maybe you joined when Gaul sieged our walls and broke our power. Regardless of how long you've been here, or when you joined, we all share something in common. And that's the love of the unknown this game offers. What's around the next corner? What weapon do I get next? We never know. And that's what kind of binds us all together into the community we have. Because without us, this game is nothing. Without us, this game will fade into obscurity. The worlds and the people we've come to love in this game wither and die. I personally don't want this, and I think there's a lot out there that feel the same way. So we need to band together, and if you can bring yourself to do it, buy the DLC, come back, give it another shot. Because the stronger we can make this community, the stronger we can make this game, the more likely this game will survive in the upcoming months and next year. And as long as we can bring this game back to what it should have been, we stand the chance. Because Forsaken is a step forward. It's a single step, but it is one forward. And that's all we can ask for. No game is ever going to live up to the expectations of the player. We hold too many things in high regard that are just unfeasible in the long run. But because Bungie is once again acting heavily upon player feedback, the static roll system, while a good idea, didn't work out. So they're re-implementing random rolls. That has made the community very happy. But this also needs to come with a word of caution. We need to look at what happened in the first 3 years of the Destiny franchise and take action from what we learned. We can't get random rolls back and then complain about the same old thing over and over and over again like we did with random rolls in Destiny. We have to look at the new system and be like, okay, we've got it. Now how can we improve on it? Not complain about one weapon archetype being more powerful than the other. We need to come together, we need to forge a cohesive unit, and we need to come out guns a-blazing. Now guys, I want you to understand, this is not a rant video. This is a plea. This game is very close to going under in terms of success. I want to continue playing this game with as many people as possible. So, I hope some of you who do get a chance to see this out on YouTube do think about some of the things I've said, and maybe you buy the DLC. If you do, amazing. I hope I see you in the game, and if you see me, please shoot me a message. I'm more than happy to talk. But if you decide that you've been burned too badly, you've been hurt in betrayed trust through the game, understandable. That's all I can ask is for you to consider it. Now guys, Forsaken launches half an hour away. I hope to see you in the game, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.